If you're struggling with fears and uncertainties about investing in real estate, then this video is the ultimate guide that you've been waiting for. Take out your pen and paper, and we're going to talk about how to overcome your real estate investing fears once and for all. Step number one, understanding and getting really clear on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Am I just trying to get more income? Am I trying to grow my net worth? Am I trying to control my schedule? Get really clear on what it is that you're trying to accomplish in your real estate investing. And next, which is the most important thing, is why. Why am I doing this? Why is it important for me to accomplish those goals? Am I doing this for myself so I can see more and do more? Am I doing this for my kids, for my family, from someone that I love or care about? Or do I just want to give back and create a charity or travel or whatever it is? But that why has to be strong. It's got to be strong enough for you to go the long haul, for you to overcome all the obstacles and all of the challenges. And it's got to be meaningful and moving to you. And if it is, then it's going to allow you to overcome everything that stands in your way. Step number two, what's causing your fear? Is it you're worried about losing money? You don't feel like you have enough knowledge or experience to invest in real estate? Or maybe you don't like the market conditions and you're just waiting for the exact right time. Fear and action are opposites. So the moment you take action, you're putting fear behind you. Remember, fear is an illusion, and you can remember it by the acronym false evidence appearing real. Usually when you come into a problem or a challenge that you don't feel like you can overcome, it creates fear. But every problem has a solution. So you need to tell yourself, literally tell yourself, I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to figure this out. I can do this. And then you take the next step. A lot of people don't take action because they can't see the end result. They can't see how they're going to get there, but you don't need to see the end result. You just need to see the next step, and then you take that step. Once you take a step, more steps will appear, and then you take those, and then more steps will appear. That's how you get there ultimately in the end. And if there's something you're worried about that's beyond your control, then stop worrying about it. Have a little faith. Step number three, educate yourself. Never, and let me repeat, never invest in anything that you don't know anything about. You can educate yourself in a lot of ways. You can read books, you can watch YouTube videos, you can go to seminars. There's lots of ways to educate yourself. Educate yourself as much as you reasonably can in order to take action and take the next steps. Education and knowledge will give you more confidence to keep moving forward. Now that you've educated yourself, you really only learn just enough to be dangerous. So you should follow step number 4, which is start small. Rome wasn't built in a day. Your real estate portfolio is not going to be either. This is the step in which you need to be patient. You're building a foundation. Foundations take time. This part's going to take the longest amount of time, so you need to be the most patient because you need to have a solid foundation. Do not invest money that you can't afford to lose, which is why you need to start small. Consider investing in a modest rental property or investing in a real estate fund with a team that has track record, or invest with other investors in any capacity that have experience. Doing this will allow you to gain valuable knowledge that you're going to need along the way, and it's going to help you overcome those initial problems that people have in the beginning. And the most important thing is it's going to make it easier for you to just enjoy the journey. Step number 5 is networking. This is really, really important in real estate investing. You've got to surround yourself with good people. Surrounding yourself with good people is going to make you good. It's going to make you better. It's going to give you more knowledge and more belief. Sometimes you're going to look at people and you think, well, man, if that person can do it, I can definitely do it. It's going to give you confidence, but it's also going to give you the contacts and the resources you need to be able to see how to put the deal together and how the strategy is going to work. All of these things and more come from having the right group of people around you. You realize you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your income is the average of the 5 people's income that you spend the most time with. So think very carefully and be very picky about the people you spend the most time with. Step number 6, find a mentor. This is really important. If you can find someone to learn from that's already overcome their fears and accomplished what you're trying to accomplish, that's going to inspire you to overcome your fears. And it's going to provide a fresh perspective and needed guidance along the way. Step number 7, risk management. Every investment has some level of risk, and your job is to mitigate that risk and find ways around it. Here's 3 ways that you can mitigate risk. 1 is being patient. Don't try to do too much too quickly. Number 2 is liquidity. Don't invest all of your cash. Always have liquidity. And number 3 is avoid using too much debt. You need to be very careful with debt. If you were the lender, that would be the best type of investment most of the time. So when you're using debt on your real estate investment, it's a great way to leverage and generate additional cash flow, but it's very risky, so be very careful with that. Now it's time to put everything into action. put a plan together. And remember, your plan needs to start with your objective, what you're trying to accomplish. We talked about that in the beginning. Be very clear on that. Write down the steps that you need to accomplish. Even if you aren't 100% sure that those are the steps, the point is you have to take action. It's all about taking action. Every time you put a plan together, even if it's the greatest plan in the world, the moment you start, you're gonna have to change the plan. So put enough together so you know what direction you're going in, and then take action. Don't ever try to make it perfect. It doesn't need to be 100% perfect. Just get it to the 80%. If you can get it somewhere between 75 and 80%, it's good enough to move forward. Get it to the 80% so you can move forward. You'll perfect it along the way. Celebrate your achievements, even if it's small, all of them. Be excited about them. And I want you to focus on those things. What happens is you could have 10 or 12 things going really, really well, one thing going bad, and all you want to do is focus on the bad thing. Is that going to help you move forward, or is that going to slow you down? It's going to slow you down. Be very careful what thoughts you allow in your mind. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. The learning does not stop here. I hope we've given you at least enough tips and information just to get started and to take action, because that's the most important thing, is taking action. And I want to help you overcome your fears. So comment and let me know what's working, what struggles you're having. I'd love to comment back, love to share my experience and be a mentor to those I've been mentored to my entire career. And that's what it's all about. It's about helping each other get where we want to go. Before I wrap up, I want to share a valuable resource with you. If you'd rather go sailing or traveling or do whatever it is that you love to do, and you don't want to own real estate directly and deal with the hassles of managing property managers and tenants and things like that, if you want to invest more passively, come take a look at our real estate fund, Arabella Capital Real Estate Fund, that we recently launched just on our website, arabellacapital.com. Love to have you check it out, and hopefully it'll be a good resource for you. And finally, remember, fear is an illusion. It doesn't really exist. It's only in your head. Taking action is the only thing that gets rid of it. So set a plan for yourself, educate yourself enough, do what you need to do to take action, and start moving forward. Don't worry if you don't see the entire picture. Just follow the steps that feel right, and just keep moving forward. You can create a life for yourself that's meaningful for you and for others around you.